There's an evolution, if I can call it like that, in your career, that you started playing solo and then you started with a band and then you started singing. Was it something natural to you, or you had to overcome yourself, like, to release your voice? I don't know.
Well, you know, like I said, I don't really like doing the same thing twice. So a lot of stuff that I've done on records has been mainly just, well, I haven't done this, so let's do it. You know, like I haven't played pedal steel, so let's play it. Or that quality of experimentation is something that I'd like to, continue throughout my career. It's always hard because it's just hard to like maintain this. I'm gonna be different every time, and yet it's hard to be the same every time. So it's just something that I have to do, I guess, or else I'm just gonna be really bored.
You worked with a lot of soundtracks with Eddie Vedder.
A few.
The last one was last summer at Coney Island, right? And do you like that? Is it different from writing a record of your own?
Completely different, yeah. It's actually much easier in certain ways because you have a scene of a film and it just gives you a feeling, or it just gives you like, it just seems very black and white. Like it's very obvious what music I would like to hear, and then I write it, or I play it, or sometimes I've been in the studio and they just put the scene up and I just improvise, and that's very. It's very simple because it's based on total just what am I feeling and getting into the scene, and then the hard part is when you try to convince someone else who's making the movie that what they should be feeling is what you're hearing. So when you try to communicate that music, it can be very hard.
You were talking earlier that you don't rehearse on a daily basis.
I don't. On a daily basis, I don't. I find that I'm better if I have a few guitars in my house and I let them sit and look at me. I'll find that I want to play them, and I want to, it's if I say, okay, at 4 p.m. I'm going to go home and turn off my phone and sit and play guitar, I'll go crazy. But if I just leave things around and I start to not stress out about it, things seem to write themselves, and I seem to play more. Just, I'll pick this up and I'll be playing and talking to my mom or watching something on television or whatever, and that seems to be easier for me than, like, you are rehearsing right now. Do you know that you're rehearsing? Right now, it's a mental game for me.
When there's no lyrics, do you still feel an energy exchange in the stage, a connection with the people, with the audience?
I feel more on instrumental songs because there's no literal translation at all. There's no way to put into words what is going on. And that's why I love music. It's really a language. It really is. And I was thinking about this the other day, how certain people, it's like, did you see that movie? Oh yeah, I didn't like it so much. Oh really? I kind of liked it. Okay. But like, if you say, oh, my favorite band is whatever, and some guy's like, that band is awful, they're terrible, how could you listen to them, that's the worst thing ever. People get incredibly passionate about music, and it's fascinating to me because they don't get passionate about like any other art form in that way, like maybe like soccer, if that's an art form, but it's like and so I think that when there's instrumental music going on, people can create whatever they need, like really. And I think people, you need to listen to music. You come home, it's like you need a drink, or you need you need some fresh air, you need music, and you put music on and you go, oh, okay, I feel better. And for whatever reason, that's therapeutic, and people will listen to songs that are instrumental and go, I'm going to take from this what I need. Instead of saying, okay, these lyrics are speaking to me something that I can like or generalize or relate to. I think instrumental music just has this very kind of primal connection between human beings, or just between a person and their own feelings.
Well, that's about it.
Cool.
Thanks a lot for the interview.
Thank you.